Today we're on a brand new game called Realm Simulator. For the last couple of days, I've been testing this game out on kind of like the low-key side, and I've been looking forward to this exact moment where the game has finally launched. And if I'm going to be honest with you, it's been roughly around, I want to say like 15 minutes since the game went live. So that means we have to go ahead and complete as much as we can, as well as let you guys know about the game, because I know that a lot of my viewers love leaderboards. So to start things off, you're going to go ahead and jump into the game. You'll be teleported right here where Pluto is standing. There is levels in the game, and in the center here you have realms. Over there on the left side you have the backpack store, which is pretty self-explanatory, and then a smith. We're not going to be able to check out the smith yet because we have to find Goran before we can actually do that. So let's jump into the realm labeled the forest, which is the very first one. So inside of here, pretty simple. You just want to go ahead, start attacking some of these dog zombies. As you take them out, you will be given coins as well as XP. XP will determine basically what different enemies you will be attacking. So if you notice right up here, there's another shrine. So that is one of the shrines down there. And then this is another shrine. In order to activate this shrine, you need to be level 5. And then the enemies that are up here will spawn. Now, another thing that these enemies do drop is swords. So already we got ourselves a brand new sword, which again, I do have the dual wield game pass, so I'm using 2 swords now. But our goal is to go ahead and basically get ourselves to level 5 here so we can move on to the next shrine and really just get the ball rolling here. Now, we already have the common sword for this first zone. So what I'm going to do is go into settings. We're going to go down to sword auto delete and turn on the common one. Again, the reason why I'm doing this now is because we don't have the smith unlocked, and that's kind of where you use all of your extra swords, but we'll worry about that once we find Goran. So currently we're sitting at 644 coins, which means that I can go ahead and purchase some of these forest eggs. These are basically your normal pets, nothing really too crazy for me to explain here. Basically, get pets, they help you on attacking individual things, and you can go ahead and kind of send them to auto attack, assuming you have the auto attack game pass, which I believe should be down here. You go ahead and activate it, and it will send one of each, or you can click on the very top on this blue circle and it will send every single one of your pets to each one of them. Honestly, one of those game passes that I personally just don't really enjoy, and it's definitely not necessary, so I would definitely not be using it. Now, we've gone ahead and hit level 5, which means that we can go up here to the next shrine and we can hit activate, which then causes every single one of the mobs up here to spawn. Now, aside from the wicked wolves as well as the lethal lions, there also is a massive boss in every single one of the second shrines for each one of the realms. This particular boss is called the evil elephant. He's level 10 with 3.8k health. Not going to be that difficult for me considering I do have, more pets and some pretty decent swords. But basically, this boss drops a ridiculous amount of money and has a higher chance of dropping epic swords. Hopefully we get really lucky here within the next, couple of minutes and we're able to get one, because the epic swords are actually really good and they last a very, very long time once you move on. So for the first one, we got ourselves a war sword, pretty decent upgrade. So let's go ahead and put that on. And I guess I should also point out the fact that more than one person can fight this and will actually receive a reward. So let's say that somebody else was to jump in right now and start attacking the evil elephant with me. While they won't get an actual sword as a reward, only I believe I will, they still get XP and money, which is actually pretty decent. And there we go. We got ourselves the second one. So let's go ahead and equip that. Like I mentioned before, man, I've been playing this game for the last couple of days in the test server. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. And not only that, but as far as I'm aware, there's going to be weekly updates for this game. I'm sure some of you will notice, but it is created by the same developers that made Pet Swarm Simulator, a really, really popular game and a game that I actually played a lot and covered here on the channel. And man, I really want to get this epic sword. We have more than enough money to move on to the desert. So give me 1 second here while I go ahead and grab that. All right, so change of plans. I decided to give up. It just wasn't dropping. Let's go ahead and move on to the desert realm. And here we are, bro. So let's go ahead and activate the first shrine here. There we go. And honestly, the good thing that I decided to go ahead and actually farm that previous boss, because I made a little bit of progress. And by the time that I came over here, I was already level 13 or 14, something like that. So I really only had to kill a couple of these feisty falcons in order to be able to unlock the the next shrine, which will be located over here on the left-hand side. Go ahead and activate this one. Now we have level 15 mobs that we can take care of over here and the boss that is back here. But before we do that, I want to grab some of these pets because I am sort of lacking on the pet department. Have all of these empty slots that I'm just not even using. And I actually want to show you guys the fusing system, which is really interesting. All right, so if we open up our pet menu over here, you'll notice at the very top right-hand side, there's an equip and a fuse button. If we hit on fuse, you'll have this menu that pops up right here. Just go ahead and fill up the boxes on the top right, and that'll go ahead and give you the next rarity pet. So these are all commons. If I combine 5 of them, I get 1 uncommon. And the same concept goes for uncommon. You go ahead and put in enough of these uncommons and it gives you 1 rare. This can be repeated over and over again until you get to epic. Anything after epic, you unfortunately cannot fuse into it. And if you guessed it, the best pet in the game is not an epic, which means that it's actually extremely difficult to get it. We'll definitely get to that point in this video because I plan to make it to the very last zone. And actually, I'm noticing that some of my inventory here is locked. So maybe we should probably go back to the hub really quick. So teleport over here. We're going to come over to the backpack store. And I think I actually need to purchase some of these backpacks in order to increase my pet equip. So let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 of them locked right now. If I buy this one, I have, okay, wait, wrong backpack. Put on our Robux backpack again. And then now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're still locked. Not 100% sure what unlocks these slots here. Maybe I have to get all the way to over here in order to actually be able to use every single slot. I have no idea. What I do know is that I'm going to go ahead and keep making some more progress here. So let's see if I can actually get my hands on the epic sword from the mummy. All right, so quick update. Not only did we get 1 of the epics, but we got both of them. These jumped from 30 damage, the rare one, to 101 damage each for the epics inside of the desert realm. Pretty OP, and they look kind of sick, dude. Look at that. They actually match my backpack really good. So either way, we're sitting at 1 mil now, which is kind of insane. Let's move on to the ocean realm. Now, interesting enough, inside of the ocean zone, there is an NPC that you can talk to. Oh, it's Goran. Dude, I tested this game and I completely forgot that this is Goran. For some reason, I thought that he was going to come out in the zone after this one. Either way, there you are, adventurer. My forge has been closed while I was looking for you. I do need some help getting out of here though. Defeat 50 angry eels and you can use my forge in the hub. So it's pretty easy. You just go ahead and activate the shrine, and the evil eels is actually where you're going to be taken care of. It's located over here on the left-hand side. It'll say Goran the Smith's Quest. And obviously this is going to be super simple for us because we have the epic swords and we are pretty much OP right now. There we go. We're pretty much almost done with these already. Just about 9 more to go. And this is actually a good opportunity for me to show you guys how the entire smith system works. So let's go to Goran, talk to him again. He should give us obviously the smith area. See you in the hub. And it says you finally unlocked the blacksmith. You can now access fusing. So let's go and teleport back to the hub. Make your way all the way back here to where Goran is now officially standing. And inside of here, it's actually pretty interesting. So again, you need a total of 5 swords in order to be able to do this. Using the sea saber as an example, you just go ahead, put these in, and it will make a rare. Unlike pet fusing, you do unfortunately have to spend coins to do this. So it's 192,000 coins in order to make 1 of the rares. And I really did that for no reason because it's actually not better than the epic from the previous zone. That was kind of pointless. Let me actually go ahead and delete all of this stuff that I don't need. And now we are officially back at the ocean, which for some reason, Goran has another quest for us. Are you ready for a challenge? I've heard of your deeds and want to test your mettle. Kill 5 Krakens and I'll reward you with an incredibly powerful pet who will sit by your side. Ooh, okay. So in order for us to take out the Kraken, I believe we have to get to level 30. It might be 25. Let's come over here and see. Can I activate it? Okay, so no, it's 25. Perfect. Let me actually grab some of the pets from here, which this is actually the first time that you guys get to see legendary pets. So yes, unfortunately, you will not be able to fuse all the way up to that one, but if you get it, it's a 0.05%, and that's honestly pretty lucky if for some reason you can pull it off. Hey, we actually got the protector. Nice. Personally, even during testing, I was not able to get that legendary, so I don't know exactly what it even looks like. But I just went ahead and hatched a bunch of eggs here. We got a lot of good stuff, actually, with honestly a bunch of other things that we need to go ahead and fuse. But honestly, with us taking out the Kraken, I don't even feel like it's gonna be worth it. I'm probably gonna have to kill this Kraken maybe like 3 or 4 times before we even have enough money to move on to the next zone, which I should probably say, keep in mind that I'm playing this roughly around 30 minutes after release, so there is going to probably be a lot of balancing changes and a lot of other different things that will change by the time that you guys actually jump onto the game and this video is live. I do have a lot of game passes because I was one of the testers. Well, sadly, even though I've killed the Kraken a bunch of times already, I have not gotten a single epic sword, which really sucks, but I'm going to go and turn in this quest to go around to see what pet we end up getting here. So he said, you are destined for great things, and we were given, ooh, the Elder Dragon. Let's go. That's pretty sick. I mean, it's not as good as pretty much anything that I have on right now, although everything is kind of leveled, so maybe I should take this one off and put this one on, level it a little bit. I'm sure it'll be better, but we can now move on to the next zone. This is the frozen and the second to the last zone, 2.5 million. Let's activate the shrine here, and the egg is 160k. 36 mil to move on to the final zone, which is the underworld realm. But what I really want to get my hands on right now is the boss in this area. Let's work on getting to level 35 here, which honestly, I should probably open up some of those eggs. But let's actually jump in and do that. We're going to do triple open and click on auto hatch up here. Let's see if we get anything good. All right, so not only did we get to the final boss in this area, but we also hit level 35, which actually we're 1 level away from 40. I might actually be able to hit it right now. Probably not. We'll probably get really, really close. Yeah, so we're decently close. We'll definitely get it once we move on to the next area. I have enough to move on to that area, which is 36 mil. We got 67 mil. And if you notice, this really cool looking blue sword that I have is actually the epic from this zone. So it is called the Blade of Ice, and it does 750 damage. Now, sadly, I wasn't able to get myself a second one since I am dual wielding, but I did get 5 of the forge splitters, which are the rare ones. So let's teleport over to the hub, make our way to the blacksmith, and we should be able to make ourselves the second epic sword that we need. So let's see how much this is going to cost, because it might be actually really expensive. 7.9 mil. It's actually not too bad. So there we go. And now we have 2 of these epic swords, and it looks pretty sick, man. But now we're getting to the moment of truth, and that is moving on to currently the final zone in the game, the underworld. And joke's on me, because I actually need to be level 40 in order to even unlock the first shrine in here. So we're going back. All right, so like I mentioned earlier on in the video, there is going to be a lot of changes as you guys are starting to play this game. If you remember just a second ago, I went ahead and paid 36 mil to get to the final zone. Well, a balancing update was just pushed out, and now the final zone is 330 mil. So yes, the game is becoming a little more and more difficult until they find that really, sweet spot. So a lot of things might be different by the time that you guys jump into the game, but it still doesn't change the fact that the game is a lot of fun. And from what I've been told, there is a lot of really cool things planned. I think by the time the first update drops, this game is going to be really, really good. And I actually forgot I was in the middle of doing some of these fusing, so I'll keep doing that while I'm talking to you guys. But overall, man, we were able to go ahead and make it to the final zone all in one recording. Now, to be fair, it did take me, a couple hours to get here, but I already knew ahead of time that this was going to happen. So honestly, it is not a big deal. I also think I just made a huge mistake. Yeah, I think I just kind of fused all of my pets. I needed to not do that, but it is what it is. If you guys notice at the bottom, my XP bar, it's not going up as much as it was before, and that is because XP was also nerfed a lot. All right, so it has been a little over 2 hours since the last time that I record, and I finally went ahead and hit level 45, which means I can activate the second shrine in the final area. Aside from that, I am now the number 2 player for total enemies killed. And over here on the total eggs hatched, I really haven't hatched that many, so I'm currently at number 6. Reason for this is I've been focusing more on trying to get to level 45 so I could finally go after that final boss. Then over here in total pet damage, I have no clue because this is not loading right now. But man, the leveling got so crazy to the point where I actually had to buy XP boost. Either way, this is the moment right here. Finally, this second shrine has been activated and I can finally go ahead and fight this final boss. Let me turn off my auto attack since I'm just fighting one singular boss here. I'm going to turn on auto swing, and now we can go after the epic sword from this boss. I should actually turn on rares as well, so that way I can just combine. Take a look. We got the obsidian splitter. Is this better? Nope. It does 640, so the epic is what we're going to be going after here. I think after the balancing, this game became a lot of fun. I could see a lot of people grinding this, and with the updates that are going to be coming out within the next couple of weeks, I can definitely see this game blowing up just as big as Pet Swarm was. Now again, like always, the link to the game will be at the very top of the comments. Make sure that you guys jump on now so you get a head start. There is no ads being ran on the game as I'm recording this. That could change later on tonight, but the developers will be running ads, so there is going to be a lot of players joining at some point. Quick little update over on my pets. I have every single pet as an epic right now. Unfortunately, haven't gotten any of the guardians, which is the legendary from the final area. Haven't been lucky to get some, but then again, I also haven't been hatching too much. If you guys enjoyed this video, I will do a follow-up one where we go after an entire team of guardian pets. They look pretty much identical to this boss, just obviously in pet size. But I think I'm going to end the video off right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to check out the game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. That's going to do it for this video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.